Hi guys, it's Rachel from from Mommy Greenest, and we are in a car again.
Yeah,
I'm
you can
always
hear the beeping.
shooting these videos in a car. I'm with Jennifer Grayson in her car, actually. This time, thank goodness, because mine is just way too far away.
Yeah. We're nice and close.
Yes, we're nice and close. So Jennifer is a columnist with the Huffington Post. I have been following her for a long, long time, and I'm super excited to talk with her about her new column. So tell me, what is it called? Where can we find it?
Well, it is.
Maybe we should.
I'll put my seatbelt on.
Oh, that's a good idea. We're gonna put
Okay.
our seatbelts on.
We're gonna
so
be safe while we're parked.
The car remembers
Yeah.
that we are not unsafe people. Okay.
Okay.
So tell me about it.
It's called Innovation Earth.
Uh-huh.
It's for the Huffington Post.
Yes.
And it's basically my vision for. It's called Innovation Earth: The World as It Could Be.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So it is, where science and technology have advanced to such a point that we can sustain a planet of 9 billion people and hopefully preserve our environment at the same time.
9 billion people. It's funny, I don't think we talk about that with that number in mind so often, and every time I hear it, I'm like, whoa, that's a lot of people.
Right. Well, we've only got 7 billion right now.
Right.
So.
Right. And
Yeah.
you're projected, so you are a mom as well, and you have 2 little ones.
I do.
So the 9 billion is by the time they are adults that we're looking at? What's the projection?
9 billion is by 2050.
Okay.
And I think, there's some projections that it could be even 10 billion by the end of the century.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
we may not be here, but our
Yes.
children may be.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me. I know you just did your first column, right? For this column. So tell me,
Right.
what's the concept behind it? Like, what is your vision, and what are you seeing in terms of trends? How we might get to a more sustainable future?
Okay. Well, my vision really is. I always use the example of have you ever seen the movie Minority Report?
No, actually, I have not seen that movie, sadly. But
okay.
I'm sure somebody watching this has seen it.
It's one of my favorites, and it's this super advanced technological world where they can predict murders before they happen, and it's Spielberg, so you're driving around and there are cars zipping by that are all fueled by hydrogen, and it's this crazy future. And there's this scene in the movie where Tom Cruise's character leaves the city, and you would expect, because of the advanced technological level, that there would be just environmental degradation all around them,
Right.
but instead it's pristine, and it's this beautiful. He pulls up to this house alongside, I think, a lake, and it looks just like it would have looked in 1920.
Uh-huh.
So that's kind of my vision for the world, that we're going to have these cities that are super advanced and super high tech, and everything on solar and vertical farms where all your food is grown organically in skyscrapers, but at the same time, then there are these areas of nature that are still preserved.
Well, and that makes sense because...
Maybe it's wishful thinking.
No, but that makes sense because if you, for example, if you're growing your food vertically and I remember hearing somebody speak at one point talking about how, skyscrapers could actually become like giant batteries because of all the surface area that can absorb solar power.
Oh.
So like if we're doing all of that vertical, and I would assume you're going to want to have your distribution, close to where people are living, so then there is all of this land that is not really used anymore necessarily, perhaps for living, but not for like industry, right? So there is kind of a future, really.
There is, and this is an idea that's really happening already. I wrote a piece about it for USA Today a couple of years ago.
Uh-huh.
And the idea that you're going to transport food in trucks
Right.
across the country. I mean, we have the whole local food here in California. Like,
Especially.
I love the farmers markets.
Right.
But there's a way to do it more efficiently and grow it right where you are.
Yeah.
And then you kind of eliminate the transport
Yeah,
costs.
no, exactly.
Yeah.
That sort of speaks to now, like, I would suggest, and I think you probably would too, that we would want to buy local as much as possible to kind of at least support the initial iceberg of the point of that trend, right? Like,
oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's also, I'm thinking of all these things too, being a parent and putting in perspective. So like, this is the world I want for my children.
Right. So buying local, what else can we do now to kind of bring that future to the present?
Well, one thing I think about all the time reading your blog with the toxic chemicals in products, because we really have the science to do better than this.
Yeah.
So we sort of put all these toxic chemicals out into the environment, and then the next level of innovation is we can come up with chemicals that still do what they're supposed to do without giving people cancer.
Yes, yeah, that's true.
So supporting that kind of research and that's
and
huge.
buying too, right?
Yes,
So buying more
yeah.
sustainable products. Okay, that we are definitely on the same page.
Yeah,
Jennifer
yeah.
Grayson. So we can find your column on the Huffington Post Greens. I love that you're drinking from a clean canteen
Of course.
as we are talking.
Yeah.
So we can find it on the Huffington Post Green section.
Huffington
right?
Post Green section. It's out every other Tuesday.
Okay.
And I also have my whole archive I wrote a column before that called Eco Etiquette.
Right.
That was the green advice column. That was more about the personal things we can do to help the environment, which is still important because
Yes.
there's the big level innovation and the huge breakthroughs, but we still have to do our part.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to be following you.
Thank you.
I hope you guys all will too, because Jennifer really is looking at kind of, what's coming next. And I don't know. I'm not plugged in there.
Send your ideas my way, by the way.
Yeah. Okay, what's your Twitter handle?
Oh, it's Jenny Grayson, JenniGrayson. That's not actually how you spell my name, but I couldn't get Jennifer Grayson or Jenny with a Y. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Jenny with an I. She's just Jenny with
Jennifer
an I.
Grayson.
And so you guys can subscribe here for more Mommy Greenest information video. You can follow me at Rachel L. Sarnoff. Check out mommygreenest.com. And I will talk to you soon. And hopefully we'll be talking soon as well.
Of course.
Thanks, Jennifer.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.